Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome to Harley Designs Side.
Oh my God, we're on the internet. Episode 195. Randall, is that you?
Mine says new show. Who dis?
Check in. Let us know where you're watching from, and if we look and sound better here.
At least 50% on each side.
Yeah. Do we look somewhat better on both of our sides?
So yeah, and we're still getting. I'm getting set up. I used to have my comments on a different side. Now they're on this side.
Yeah.
So
it is taking some getting used to, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So yeah, we did change setups. We thought we'd like to try it, especially when it's going to be more difficult and we add a guest. So
yeah, Josh looks better. Matt, not so much. Actually, you know what we can do now? We can just do this.
Yeah.
Showing a comment.
Showing. It's a whole new world out here.
Oh, I see. There's a hide button there. We're learning. This is all through a piece of software on the internet called StreamYard, or as I'm referring to it now, the Yard.
The Yard. We're bringing all of you to the Yard.
Yes.
Matt's making milkshakes. So.
Cheers to that. Let us know what sort of beverage you're having tonight. I'm having a hot toddy.
Oh, look at you. I'm having water like a responsible adult. It's my bi-yearly watering.
It's like you have 1 liter of water per season.
Yeah. Like I start to be like, I don't feel like, I feel like I'm just like off. I'm like, I haven't had any water this week. Maybe I should.
Yeah. It's usually good to stay hydrated.
Yeah, I suppose.
What's also really cool is that Josh and I can now see each other's comments in real time. So we don't have to, you can't hide stuff from us anymore.
Yeah, you can't just rat me out on Matt's side anymore. We get to see both of them. The one thing is that it doesn't tell us what side that comment is coming from.
No, that's a little annoying.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's fine.
It doesn't really matter. It's just, it was nice when, or it is nice for that. Like when I use the same software for the Tuesdays, and it shows Facebook versus YouTube, so you can tell where they were at. But either way.
God, the other nice terrible today. What? Impossible.
So
I must look very good.
Being that we're not using our normal software, we set this all up. It's got the features that we in the end wanted. And Matt sent me a text an hour before it started. We have a problem. What could this problem be, Matt? I'm upside down. Because our previous software, you can manipulate the image in any way you like.
Yeah.
Which happens to be rotated 180 degrees in his case.
Yeah, because my camera's upside down the way it's mounted in the thing. Oh, Josh.
My camera stopped?
Your camera not worked any. There. Oh, there. Whoop. Yep. You're good.
I don't believe that is the camera's or the software's fault. I believe
that was actually
my camera, my HDMI in this crappy Sony that Matt talked me into.
I love that you love hating Sony.
I hate Sony so much. I want my Canon back.
I have to admit, Matt, you do have a new glow. Well, I moisturized today too, so.
Oh, this stupid HDMI.
It is your camera. You sound great, though. And if I'm honest, this looks better. So this new software blocks out Josh, too?
I'm so annoyed. So annoyed.
Moose Jaw, a good craftsman doesn't blame his tools. It's true. So true. Do you still need 2 cameras? No, we only need 1 camera now.
My other camera is now
excellent.
Here.
Yeah, mine's up there still, but it's not being used.
Yeah, I don't even know that I'll leave it in here. It's just cluttering things up at this point.
Now here's a good question that I didn't ask beforehand. How do we know if a super chat comes in?
I believe it tells us that.
Okay.
But we also won't necessarily know what. I don't know how we'll know what side. We'll find out.
Maybe. Yeah, like this comment, adjust your white balance. What side was that on?
We're going to need you to be more specific.
You have to be more specific now, unfortunately. Although I guess I'll go over and look at my channel and see where that came from.
Yeah, I have found a way to fix my I'm getting SMRT over here. There we go. Scale Crawler Fab Shop and Phoenix RC Crawler.
David Ferris, thank you. See, now we both see them. I see them on my side too.
Yeah. I
opened up Phoenix and Ben are on your side. So there we go. Not that we'll ever know that.
Jeremy Burris.
Thank you. You know what? We'll both just thank people.
I don't know. Thanks, I don't think it's working. It's not showing up at all. This is
okay. Thanks, Brian Sherwood. Thank you very much. Guys, it's not working. Keep doing it.
Excellent.
So good.
Very much appreciation to all of you already.
Thank you.
I did open up the live thing that we used to use, Matt, just for my viewer activity.
That's a good idea. Yeah. You should. Good call.
Do that.
Good call.
And then I used my pop-out chat and put it on the left side. Computer.
Ooh,
Moose Jaw. We are checking, still checking.
That's so great. Thank you, guys.
Listen,
Gunner, my meat belongs in your mouth. Nissen, thank you very much. Hi. Just sitting down to sample some crab, tri-tip, and mac and cheese. I'm cooking for my friend's 50th birthday. Tonight's code, #got crabs. There's a comb for that.
Thank you, Gunner. Much appreciated. And you guys can use that code specifically to go get yourself the brand new release from Satisfied Jerky, crab jerky. So it's
amazing.
It's in the shell still. You have to crack it out, but inside it's very dry. So
that's amazing. Is that really a thing?
Yeah, crab jerky. You never had it?
So cool.
I know. So Wreck-It cool. Ralph, much appreciated. When will Horizon receive the VRD? VRD Carbon to Horizon, they should receive that probably next week, would be my guess, depending on what location of Horizon. They have 2 warehouses. So the SoCal one will get it first before it goes to the other one.
Call to Crawl RC. Do we address you now as MASH? You can call us Jet.
Jet. The Jet and MASH. So yeah. Do we no our super chats are still separate? That I do like the combined chat though.
Me too. I don't ever want to combine
no
revenue with you.
We keep our bank accounts separate. So we're not there yet.
We're common law by now.
Yeah.
But
I think that's after 100 episodes actually. We file our taxes together, but just the American laws.
Kevin Ensley, thank you very much. Does my super chat work? Happy holidays to everyone. I think I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to do this screen wise.
That's why I did the pop out and put it to the left so I could see.
Yeah. I'm just popping it out. I'm popping it right now. I'm popping it out. Popping it out. What happened to just calling you to the ding dongs? Good question. Good question, Mike. Proper relationship banking. Okay, well, this is working out very well. So
it is.
I like this.
It would be nice. So tonight we have 2 major portions of the show to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
One, we will be having a guest who will be Mr. Randall Davis, the project manager for the Axial CJ7. If he remembers to join us, we shall see. It's still
he put it on his story.
He did.
So, but he's also on another show right now
with Tony Pellegrino, full size wheeler. So yeah. I think before we called Randall the Tony, they make the water. Wait. So
Tony San Pellegrino.
Can we should do our mail call before we bring Randall in. And then the second part of the show after Randall is our holiday lists. 10 items over $100 and 10 items under $100. I have far better selections than Matt. I can tell you that already.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I'm pretty good at this.
I went outside the box a little bit. Also, I shaved right before the show. And
that's good because you looked like a goddamn mess on your
can I tell you that I cut myself twice, but on my hand?
How's this possible?
I took a great big chunk out of my thumb here and I sliced my finger here. And how it's possible is that I use like the old school single, straight razors, not straight razor, but
okay, hold the phone.
Well, you have to unscrew the top.
Up. So you give me shit for any steampunk-esque things that I do. And here you are using basically a straight razor from the 1890s.
Listen,
and poorly, I might add.
Single blade razors are all that you should ever use. Those multi-blade things, they're for television commercials and just saying. But
you shaving with a Dremel.
I mean, I took a legit flap, I'd call it, out of my thumb here. So anyway, I was less than. Nicole was yelling at me because I told her I cut it, and she's like, "Put alcohol on it." I was like, "I have alcohol in the studio."
Put a little Bactine on it. Hashtag Josh needs Nair.
She would yell at me if I didn't do that.
Perry G, stop shaving with the dull X-Acto knife. You need to change your blades.
Change them every time. That was the problem. When I went to spin it off, I went whoosh. Normally I cover that in a towel.
It's not as bad as that one time, and I can't really reenact it so well, but there was one time I was using my airbrush and I was using like a glass bottle on the bottom, gravity.
I've seen this video.
No, you haven't, thankfully. But I was like, I can't get the top off because the paint dried around. So what I did, not smart, I grabbed my vice grips and I widened them out to the widest extension. And I put it on the lid and I was holding the glass jar and I went, "Dah!" And I spun it, but it was too tight. So I just shattered the glass and it went like into my hand. Like I still have scars from that experience. Not smart.
Oh my God. East Bay crawlers are new inbox Pro and Ultras hard to get now. So spoiler alert, I talked about it a little bit on Tuesday, but yes, they are discontinued. I do have a small amount left that I'm going to put up on the website as soon as I get a little bit of time, for a couple of small reasons, and I'm going to pair them with a Wheel of Fortune on there. Very small number though, so they'll likely go fast. They will be, and then after that, that's it. So only places that have them in stock will find it. Anyway, I saw Rich was checking in here.
Yeah,
or he's checking in.
Oh, you guys are getting all fancy. Rich, don't worry. I'm not opening my box until we see you next week.
Yes. I mistakenly thought that the CJ7 was Rich's project because Matt told me so.
It was partially his project. He's the project leader. He's the lead guy.
Okay, well
he's the leader.
That makes sense. So I sent Rich a message. I was like, "Hey, you're coming on this week then?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Oh, cool." And then we're talking for a couple days later, and he's like, "Hey, you're just gonna have Randall on instead? It's his project." I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know that." So we're gonna have Rich on next week anyway for some little car talk.
Yep. Little car talk.
And big and slightly larger car, but still small.
Matt, did you see the new Red Cat rock crawler? Oof.
So I did see it. It's very, the promo video didn't really get into many of the details.
Shocker.
Kept it pretty high level. So
interesting. This is the Dan Chi, whatchamacallit?
Ridge Rock. Dan Chi Ridge Rock, which they basically had before, but with a cage on it. And now they've taken that off. They put a ladder frame and a body. So, but it does have
four-wheel steer too.
Four-wheel steer, dig, but it's basically because it's MOA. So it's still considered dig. We did that in the MOA world. They called it dig then. Sure. So
you just don't move the motor, right? It's like drag brake.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's very Red Cat. Yes, DK, it is.
Yeah.
Kevin Ensley, where did you get the mug? I need one. Everybody should have a PSV Kentucky Sky. That's from 2.4 Designs. Yep. Brought to you by 2.4 Designs. And they're on Teespring. And that's Jeremy, right? It's Jeremy.
Is that Jeremy Kilburn?
Yeah.
Jeremy Burris. It's one of the Jeremys.
It's one of the Jeremys. I think it's Kilburn.
Out yourself. I think it is Kilburn.
Rich is calling out Randall, who is watching right now.
Yeah. You have the TPS
let's have
report.
A little talk tomorrow. Yeah,
TPS
let's have
report?
a little talk tomorrow because you're fired. It was a good run, Randall.
The longest running Axial employee.
That's true. Yeah, he's been around basically forever. It is Jeremy.
Kilburn. So Josh, is that razor passed down from Graham? When will the 10-2 rear axle chassis be back in stock?
Never.
I don't have an exact answer to give you on that one.
We are checking.
We are checking. Thank you. At Ease RC. Thank you, Jeremy Kilburn. So hard to remember the Jeremys. They're both
wonderful.
I know.
I talked to them both. Good evening, gentlemen. Man, look at those big happy faces. Hey, all right.
Let's do our mail call.
Mail call, yes. I'll go first. Okay. I got a nice package from a man. That man's name is RC Pete 73.
Hey.
You know RC? Hey, did you get a package from RC Pete?
I got a package from RC Pete.
Oh, you got a box from RC Pete.
No, they transferred many things into one box.
Okay, all right. RC Pete sent me a nice T-shirt, Anderson RC.
And
full service hobby shop. So you know what that means when you get full service.
Anderson RC. Thomasville, North Carolina.
Thomasville, North Carolina. How'd that sound? That was pretty good.
Sounds about right.
Thomasville, North Carolina.
Quite a nice shirt. A nice heavy.
It is. It's got a good feel to it. Good mouth feel.
Oh, it says right there, heavy cotton.
And he included a couple of tools. Did you get the same tool? You got some tools? I got tools as well.
I did. Some nice flush cuts.
Yeah, good. I like a good flush cut.
Ooh, good flush cut is hard to beat.
You know, Josh, if you use these real close to the sprue and your finger, a real good snip out of your finger. I've done that before.
I self-clearanced my finger already, so I've got I can get extra close. If I'm right here, I can get way closer than before and be completely safe.
So thank you very much for that, RC
yes.
Pete.
Thank you very much, RC Pete. I appreciate it.
Of you.
Matt, you should go again since they're flesh cuts. I will not blame his tools for my disaster.
Luke Booker, thanks very much. Hey, from the UK, long time watcher, first time live though, as 2 a.m. here watching while having a beer and opening a new crawler. Oh, what new crawler did you get? Tell us.
Can't just
tell us what crawler it is.
Leave it hanging.
And that's your first super chat. Thank you very much. Tell us what it is. Scale Austria. I self-clearanced with a table saw. All right. My turn next, eh?
Yes.
Well, because I figured let's end the year of no Lexan with a bang. Let's just get it out of the way now so we can set up 2024 as the year of no Lexan.
Right.
I picked up a body today at the old John's Hobbies down the street.
Is that a Nissan?
Yes.
Get her? It's a getter.
Yeah. Go get her.
I like it.
I was like, I don't need this, but I want it. I saw some really cool liveries around the new Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
And I was like,
I can't wait.
Yeah, you're going to have to because it's not going to be on PC first.
Yeah, I know. I'll pick up
You'll buy a PlayStation?
I'll grab a play box or whatever I got to do.
It's called a game station, I think.
Game station. The Dreamcast. Whatever one they've got, what they're up to now.
Yeah, Luke Booker got himself an FTX tracker. That's what he
tracker.
Or play tracker. I don't know that one either. FTX tracker. Is that it might be a fast one. No, that's a crawler.
He said crawler. So
Randall, definitely not a fake account. Thank you very much. Oh, is that today? How about next week?
Sounds about right. It's to be expected.
Not a fake account. Oh my God.
I got a little delivery today from Brandon Wolf, who we hung out with, he and his wife in Colorado. Remember?
B Wolf. Yeah.
B Wolf. I'm sure you've been sent these a number of times.
Oh, yes. Let's see it work. Do it. Make it go. Okay. Make it go. Make it go.
I got to find a Hot Wheel. I don't have any Hot Wheels.
I'll get you one. I got some.
False. I have many a box of Hot Wheel within reach. So you open this thing up and you place a Hot Wheel, and then you just squeeze it.
It works. It works.
It is displayed.
You know what else is great about?
And then it has a little stand.
Oh, look at that. I like that.
There you go.
Is that one of the frames that will bend the axles?
Who said that? Well, these seem to be tucked in, so I'm not too worried on this model. But if they were out, I could see it. This is my C10 with the
blem.
The blem.
Yeah.
I love that we have the same camera now.
Yeah, dude, because that means I don't have to go. Can you hold it up?
Can you see it? Can you see? No, my camera.
Put it up here. Put it up here.
Annoying. So annoying. Poor man, John Doe. Oops, I got to click over here. Thank you very much. Hello from Rancho Cordova. Can't wait for my CJ7. Rancho Cordova. I've heard of that.
That sounds like a cool place.
I drive through there nearly every day.
And High Society Hobbies, thank you very much. You know, that's your third super chat. And
but
there's no question. So yeah, I'm not keeping track. You don't get any award. Oh, or do you?
We have a points club here.
But did you see those the Ruby what's her face? Ruby Rose on OnlyFans has like a I don't know anything. I don't know anything about her or OnlyFans or any of that stuff. But she's got like some fan that has donated like hundreds of thousands of dollars over 2 years, and he's like a Bitcoin millionaire, and it's awkward. Awkward.
Wow.
I'm not even sure if I got her name right, but
I'm positive that if you didn't, that there is one that.
And Moose Jaw, super chat Scaly Award goes to. Hey, Thomas. Hello, thank you. Don't like all this. I fear change. We fear change. Wayne, we've got a few changes around the show for you. Your camera sucks.
I'm glad it froze just like that. How are you still messing up? It hasn't been touched.
That guy got her face tattooed on him. That's right, Rob. He did. Matt's going to start an Only Trucks account. This is awesome because this is the thing I've always wanted is the comments here.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Safety third RC thing. According to his live feed last week, Matt uses side cutters for the first hour. Then he just spins.
That's true. At the beginning, I'm all like Mr. Detail, doing it all correctly. And then at the end, I'm like, screw this. I can't be bothered.
This is taking forever. That's because you take so long to do everything else. So I'm not going to get into all of the details of the rest of this the rest of this box, Matt.
Because you know what? I know why. Because I don't care. And neither should you. I was going to message you today. Don't even talk about what you got. It's all 24 scale. It doesn't matter. What I was going to say, though, is you should really stop messing with all that crap because we have comp builds to do for next year's nationals. And we have to get started because it's going to be very labor intensive. And I don't want
we have so many decisions to make still.
No, but there's one decision we already made, and you can get started on the design of that right now.
We have not.
Yes, we have.
We haven't chosen the body.
It doesn't matter. You can start with the other part. The tub.
Oh yeah. I kind of need the body.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to figure that out between today and tomorrow. Because I need to get you to stop worrying about the 24 scale nonsense.
Well,
nonsense.
Oh, I know. So the parts that showed up here.
It doesn't matter.
Rapid fire.
Nobody cares.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, just rapid fire.
HR drive shafts. Furetech Lizard Pro or Python Pro. What the hell is it? Python Pro.
Too late. You're done.
Some Trial brass hubs so I can make new wheels again. Axial, the AX24 brass knuckles because I can use them in a better way than previously. Another set of HR drive shafts. Proline oil shocks. Trial replacement barrel nuts because those are handy. Servo mount for the Micro 99 size. The hell is this called? Micro Komodo. Some wheel extenders.
That was the longest 40 minutes of my life.
No.
Okay. Oh my God. You're opening a bag?
Some other shocks that I'm going to try out.
Unreal. Okay. Clarkdale RC wants to know our thoughts on Team Associated last minute price change on the RC10 clear from $310 to $399. I usually don't. I didn't know that the price changed, but I also don't. I don't go and buy something until it can be bought. Usually, I don't pre-order.
I don't pre-order much stuff. Also, the last thing I can remember I pre-ordered was the Promoto.
That
was the last thing I pre-ordered.
Yep.
So yeah,
another 500 another 500 on the already 1100 to win $20 in prize money.
This is a second truck, thank you. And I also bought a bunch of
I don't even need to read that one. Hi, Nicole.
But I'm also designing another new chassis. And
Jesus. All right. This is not mail call. This is you just talking shit. I bought these knuckles for the Ascent.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Why not? I bought that DSM off-road chassis too. I pre-ordered that.
The Rock Warrior.
Yeah.
Gah. I think I had more for mail call, maybe.
I've got one more thing. I'll go again.
Yeah, do that.
All right. So I was at the drift track testing the other day on Saturday because I've been working on the old drift Moosel.
Yep.
Just I want you to notice there's a pipe on that side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a pipe on that side.
And there's still a 2JZ under the hood.
Yes. Shut up. I don't care. You can split an exhaust for no reason. Why not?
Also.
Anyway, I'm telling a story. I was test driving the RDX Rev D chassis here, and it's quite great. I've set up the 299 LP and the drift gyro, and I have it all working with the Radio Master MT12 now. I figured out how to program that radio. That's no small feat.
Good news.
But while I was there, I met a viewer who watches this show a lot. Rawad, he was there driving his MST, and we had a couple of chuckles and drove cars together. He's like, ready to do some tandem? And I was like, I don't think you know me at all. I can't do that. I am not possible. Yeah. Anyway, he's like, your attention to detail on stuff is really great. You should build more static models. And I was like, yeah, I like driving them though. That's part of the fun for me. But I do appreciate scale models for sure. I've got a whole bunch that I still haven't built. He goes, well, here's another one. So he gave me this cool Tamiya Ducati.
What scale is it?
To build? Yep.
12 scale?
Sure. Yep. 112.
Those are sick. They're so,
yeah,
the motorcycle ones are so cool.
Yeah, because there's like all kinds of little details and stuff, like all the screws are accurate and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. And you can also buy all these other like photo etched metal parts to make it. It's unreal. That's cool. Zero ability. I've owned one of those kits, and how I can tell you they're so cool.
Because you opened it once.
Yeah. I never got it assembled. And the hardest part with the scale stuff for me is that you're supposed to paint each part beforehand.
Yeah. That's where I shine, baby.
Yeah. Like, you want me to paint it when it's assembled?
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to that. That'll be a fun one for me. I missed a couple of super chats here. Sorry. Thank you, Perry G. We need a poll on how long till CCXRC shows up, because Josh is invading the King of RC's territory.
I'm already so positive that I can whoop Tony's butt in mini crawling. Like, when I started, I was like, I'm gonna give Tony like a few year head start on this, and then I need 8 or 9 days before I'm just immediately passing him. I was wrong. It only took 6 days, but still.
Ben, I'm going to star your comment because I want to come back to that. We'll come back to that after we're done mail call.
Most significant one?
Most significant release.
Yeah. Good call.
And then Thomas Bialzik, thank you very much. Is Josh's couch 1/24th scale? Well, it will be in his new apartment that he'll be living in after Nicole divorces him.
Yes.
Yes, exhaust reveal. I'm so glad that you guys are happy that I did it.
We're not happy that you did it. Anyway, Matt and I both received these in the mail as well, although it was like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I've had this for a long time. In fact, a lot has changed since I got it.
So, yeah. Matt went ahead and put the light bar mounts on the A-pillar without a light bar fitting for him.
I'm going to put one on there. I'm just waiting to... Oh, shoot. I talked to Brandon today, and he put a bunch of stuff in a box. I forgot to tell him to put one of those in there, too.
Good work. Good thinking.
Sorry. I did put a different motor, servo, and full Mytric RC light kit in it. I'm also going to put 90 mil shocks on it to annoy Randall mostly.
Oh, yes. I think Randall will agree with this. That
you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to find out. Well, you know what? We'll see how much of a company man he is. Because I know his real world crawler stuff, and I think I know which way he will say.
Is there another 2JZ in the trunk? Yes. That's why it's got dual pipes.
It's a Briggs and Stratton in the trunk. TRD Adventure. What's up, y'all? Narrowed a stance body for my C3 today. Ooh, and got some goods for my VRD. Just be putting some scratches on the Dark Earth F10s. Nice.
Dark Earth.
I saw you put out another video on.
I did too.
On the rigs, Tim, with the Ascent, the Pro, and the VRD. Watched that the other day. Nice little background noise as I was sitting here at the bench. I also noticed Mr. Toth in here. Before we bring Randall on, I got a bag of very, at times, inappropriate stickers from him. They're thread and resin. So there's some good ones in here. I again shared a lot of them around the office. It's just
that's so nice. They're frilly. I like it.
Yeah, I know. There's some really good ones in here. I'm not gonna just go ahead and demonetize both of our channels by reading all of them, but the artwork is nice. The prints are great. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. There were some favorites around the office.
Yeah, I like that one too.
So yes, thanks again, Josh. That was much appreciated and was well received. Well received around the shop.
Yes. Will F10 housings work with AR-44 knuckles and internals? The knuckles, yes. Ring and pinion, yes.
And spool.
Yes, and spool, but
shafts,
not shafts. Not shafts.
So yes, that is the case.
Yes. Can we see the CJ7 next to another RC? Sure. What do you want to see it against? Something that's way out of like Dippy. Dippy. Here you go.
Heck yeah. How about that?
Okay, here I've got the TRX4 F-150 low trail. How about that?
There you
go. How's that? Is that okay?
You know what we can do, Matt?
Make me full screen.
There, look at that.
Yes. Hold on. There. Okay.
Yep.
This is not that big compared to this. This would be gigantic compared to this.
Right. So
okay. Now I got my workout for the day.
All right. We need to bring Randall on. Did you share that link with him yet?
No.
Cool.
I don't know how to do that.
Pilot
Ryan Media, thank you very much. What about the cheap move to link mount stock shock mod for the CJ? Yeah, you can definitely do that. You can lower the shocks that way, or you can just change out the shocks. You could also do the silicone tubing on the inside, and
you can
lower them that way.
At the same time, when you do that, you still end up with that full travel, which is too much for that car.
Yes, they should be 90 mil shocks.
Or if you limit them, you end up with a long shock that has less travel then. So going to just a proper length shock is generally a better way. But
yes.
Anyway, I need to grab that link that I sent to you. Randall, if you're watching, I assume that you maybe are. I'm going to share a link with you over Facebook Messenger.
Somebody wants to see the FG Cruiser from FMS against this. Guys, too many things in here.
It sounds like you're digging a hole. Okay.
easier if somebody said, put it up. You know what? Screw all of you. In the nicest way possible. I'll just put it up against this instead.
Oh, yeah. Against the definitely not a Jeep.
These do the thing again. These are more scale accurate together.
There we go. Found it.
Even, yeah, this is more like it. These go together. All right.
Randall immediately saw it. Excellent.
Scene.
Excellent.
There. All right.
And now we'll soon be able to have Randall once he jumps in. And
once he figures it out. Safety third. Thank you very much. Not sure which craftery you guys did, but the channels are all now synced up and the cameras look great. Yes.
Yeah, we spent money.
Did it.
$450.
Is that what we spent?
Yeah. For a
Did you
year.
have to pay it all up front?
You save some money if you do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll write you a check.
Yeah, I bet you will. You still owe me for all the class 1 stuff last year.
What?
There you go. Yeah, you're done.
What do you mean?
Your invoice is past due.
For what? What do you pay? What am I paying you for?
3D models, and there was other stuff. I don't remember. You owe it all. Just waiting. Negative. I just saw the name that you put in for yourself on the bottom of our screens.
I can show that to everybody here. Hang on. How do I do that?
Oh, right. We are waiting for Randall to figure out the internet.
Yes, everyone point out something in Randall's background and ask if that's a new product.
Is that? What about that? What? It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's true, actually. Craig, thank you very much. Josh still owes for the Fijon.
I absolutely do not, unless it's just storage.
Yeah, there's a fee. Not paying leftover batteries. I did leave a lot of batteries behind, but I didn't actually pay for those.
Yeah,
so
I paid for those too. He owes a rental fee on the batteries.
Can we have more than one person?
Yeah,
as a
up
guest
to
here?
10. Look at
Randall.
that.
Do something about.
Oh my Lord. God!
I don't have that fake background at all.
You know what it's like? It's like when someone figures out social media and they add all of the filters all at once. Like, they're like Photoshop, Boss, Drop Shadow.
Well, I didn't add all of those, but I did.
Did you have more branding in the shot?
Well, I had to hide some things.
Oh, I see.
It'd be
interesting.
As long as y'all don't have the ability to kill my background,
yeah, that's what I was just checking.
I bet. I bet.
Roy Fokker, thank you so much. Some Connect bucks towards that 450. Well spent, dudes. Stream looks great. Thank you very, very, very much. I'm taking that and I'll pay Josh with that. Yeah. That's great. Thank you.
So who does Randall work for?
We should do a proper intro, I guess. For those of you who don't know, who haven't been on the stream, this is the only man who hasn't watched Flying Cars yet. Randall Davis.
Sorry. I mean, BS. I have watched Flying Cars. That was a prerequisite the last time I was on the show.
That's true. Yes, you're right. Okay. The only man who didn't like Flying Cars, Randall Davis, from Axial, the longest standing employee at Axial Adventure, also responsible for this
thing.
Look at this thing right here. Look at these guys.
Now that it's out, Randall, how long was this project in the works? Officially, can you say?
18 to 24 months.
I don't know about that. I'm going to check my phone because Rich sent me some images.
I was going to say, I think I had.
I wouldn't doubt Rich did send you guys images that leaky bat guy, boss.
You know what, Randall? You can swear on our show. It's okay.
That's good because
is that a new forthcoming axial tapestry coming? It's like when they hang the rugs on the wall now. I don't know why that's a trend. Thank you, Perry G.
It's my room. My room is sealed.
Yes. You know what?
Right.
So
there's a lot of stuff back there.
Our new little rig here. I have to say it's definitely my favorite SCX3 to date.
It's probably. I'm going to go one step further. This is my favorite axial ever.
Oh, man, it's real cool. Close. It is real close.
Well, because it looks friggin' fantastic. I think you guys did an awesome.
The original
job.
Wraith was one of my absolute favorites for a very long time, and like today's standard, it's not the same up to it, but in the day, that Wraith was so hard to beat.
The Wraith, I totally agree. The Wraith interior, the way that the Wraith was laid out, worked really, really well.
It's a cool Wraith car.
Yeah,
the axle raft.
Yeah.
But in terms of like
State Farm invented it.
In terms of your scale stuff, like in fact, of all the Jeeps that have ever come out, this one's definitely the best.
Thank you. I do. I do appreciate that. Obviously, it's not just me that did the work on it. It's myself and Travis, one of the engineers.
This one, Travis, projects.
And not Rich.
No, he didn't have anything to do with this.
Travis is a fellow Jeep connoisseur. I think he has a TJ.
Yeah,
right?
Travis
does have
a TJ, and he's working on building it up, and he likes the little scale details just as much as I do. So it was really cool to work with him in regards to, hey, let's hit this mark, hit that mark.
I heard he's a big fan of tanks.
He is a very big fan of tanks.
He loves tank tracks. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I think every time we have like a little meeting about, hey, what would we make next? Everything he suggests has tracks on it.
Yes.
You know what? And that's the sole reason he's never been on this show. Tell him that.
I've been fighting for it, but it just hasn't happened.
One of these days we will get Travis on here. I've talked to him a number of times. I talked to him at Proline by the Fire a little bit about his most recent updates on his Jeep as well. So
yes.
Going on. Dan Peep, thank you. Please bring back the 1.9 Wraith. We need parts. That was a good car. I liked it. But
Josh, I do agree. I actually was kind of trying to figure out how I might be able to get my hands on one, because that was the one that I thought was like meh. And then I thought, man, I should have kept it.
Yeah, I really liked my 1.9 Wraith.
Yeah. That was one that I actually never had.
Oh, really?
One of those. Yeah.
I built a couple of them.
I had it in my cart a number of times. I know.
Yeah.
Of all people,
like me,
it was at the time the most scale. We had the rub it off paint, and before anybody else had it, we had it.
Yeah, you were doing scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff, as we like to say.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Of course, it was another one of the ones that I didn't get the orange option when released.
Yes.
Damn you, Rich.
Well, I mean, it is a thing now, right? Like we know what you want,
so don't
like to not give you that.
Like we don't want to send him stuff anyway, but I guess we're going to. But at least don't give him the color he wants.
While this one is red, Josh did get the gray one. So I feel like
I think I got the better color.
No, I think I got
well, and also the red one does have a little bit of orange in it.
That's right. It does.
On the license plate.
Which one? Does this have a Utah?
No, mine has a Utah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yours has and mine has the Oregon. Yeah.
Hey, can we talk real quick about whose decision it was to not put portals on this?
Mine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I would have I would have torn you a new one if this came with
I know.
I would have beat you to it.
There's a good question. Thanks, Chris Little. What's the ship date on the new Jeep? Because I saw on A-Main they were looking at Christmas.
A-Main might be shipping them at Christmas, but we should be shipping them. Let me look at my calendar real quick. We should be shipping them. Oh, one second. Call me out here. In about 2 weeks.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, nice.
So if you ordered one, you might get it before Christmas. That's great.
Yep, that is nice.
You know what else I like about the red one is that it's got the GenRide off-road on the windshield.
Yeah.
And GenRide off-road stickers, which Josh didn't get.
Correct. I did not. That's an interesting difference. Why?
So I will tell you, and I think I talked about that the other day at one of the GenRide interviews. I actually been on GenRide's show a couple times, and one of them was, well, GenRide is a love-hate relationship, and so is Axial. And so if you don't want a vehicle that has Axial livery all over it, you can get the GenRide. If you want a vehicle with no GenRide all over it, you can get the Axial.
Excellent. Okay. That's really smart. I like that.
I accept that cool. Explanation.
Yeah, that's a good explanation.
I like where you came from there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's just trying to make them different. Just trying to give people options, trying to make it so it's not like a everything is plastered with GenRide or everything is plastered with Axial.
Sure.
Now, another question I had, which I've already forgotten.
Caliper?
No. This is modeled after an actual linked CJ, right? Like it is the GenRide CJ.
Okay, good. Yeah, it is modeled after a guy by the name of Keith Lyon. He is a regional sales rep for GenRide. He used to live in Simi Valley, California. He now lives back on the East Coast somewhere. I can't remember the state, Pennsylvania, or I don't know, somewhere back on the East Coast. And I actually reached out to him first and invited him out to St. George or Sand Hollow, where we decided to do the product launch video, and reached out to him. And his response was, well, it's going to be a bit of a drive because I live on the East Coast. And so I had to find somebody else.
Yeah. That
was an awesome
shot.
That shot was
fantastic.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, who shot that video?
Perfect.
Robert Bauer did the forced perspective shot, and we dialed it in. We spent a lot of time. We did a lot of takes. It wasn't just a one and done type shot.
No, I know how those go.
Yeah, and then even it was my foot that was in the video.
I saw that foot right away, and I went, "That's a Randall foot."
Yeah, but I mean, it turned out really good. We framed it, we set it up, we worked really hard at trying to get all the angles just right, and getting my buddy Matt to walk in and jump in his rig and get the timing down. So it wasn't a one and done.
If you all haven't seen it, in the opening shot of the product video for the CJ, they've got this thing called forced perspective, where they have a full-size Jeep and this Jeep right beside it. It looks like they're parked right next to each other. One dude gets into his CJ, and then Randall comes in and picks up the CJ on one side. It's a really great shot. Really great shot.
No, it is. I mean, it fools you. Damn near.
Yes,
for sure. So.
I was darn near fooled on that. Mighty Mouse, thanks very much. Could you fit a VFD in it? Anything can be made to fit.
Big enough
hammer. I'm gonna big enough hammer on Josh for that one. What do you think, buddy?
I mean, I know it'll clear the axle, so it'd just be a matter of all the rest of it. Anything can work. I think that it would clear the interior. The interior on this is super deep.
Yes, it really is. and somebody was like, "Why didn't they use the base camp?" I was like,
"No,
well, because
that is a Hertz."
No, that's a Hertz.
I know, but it's orange.
It is orange. I'll allow that part.
Hey, there's Turbo Row. Hey, Rowad. Thank you very much again. I did show this. You might have missed it, but thanks very much for this. Appreciate it. I will get building.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you like motorbikes,
ADK, thank you. I had his shirt on the other day. Shamelessly plug indoor comp. I'll be there. Randall, I'm heavy into SCX 24s now.
What?
I don't know what happened.
What?
Yeah, he's a major comp guy now.
I got sick, and I got the shakes. I don't know what you
got the fever.
I think I saw a post about that. Was it the Coyote body or what? Didn't you do a full build?
Yeah, little cliffhanger.
So is it on an SCX 24 or AX 24?
It's based on what would be considered.
To be fair, Randall, I don't think there's any axial part left on it.
Oh, one of those.
It's it's how that
it's
goes.
Not.
It was designed specifically off of using an AX24 for some of the mock-up, so it's right there.
Yes.
Nothing there.
That's
Westers
a
Wheeler
great
checking in.
Yeah, that's a great comment from Logan. He is the proud owner of a Raptor, but once we got out in the dunes, I said, "Oh, you'll probably smoke me to the dunes," and he was quick to say, "I've seen you drive your Jeep, bro. I'm not sure."
He got to hang out with you guys, didn't he? A little bit. Was he around for any of the filming?
He did. He snuck in on day 2. I think it was day 2. He kind of snuck in and hung out with us, and just took some behind the scenes shots and enjoyed what we were doing. And it was really cool to have him there and have him kind of hang out and just be able to
really cool
share the experience with him. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He's a local neighbor here, so
yeah, that's nice.
I like having him around. He's a good wheeler.
Yes, it's in his name.
Yeah, I mean,
that's right.
Be awfully cocky if you weren't. So.
So back to the Jeep for a second. What should I put in the center console there? What sort of thing would you put in there? What's supposed to go in there, Randall?
I mean, Randall did used to live in California.
Yes.
Travis lives in California now, right? I'm worried about him now.
What? Wait, where are we going with that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No. Okay. So, nobody has made a functional center console or glove box.
Okay.
So Travis and I,
not a truck, but whatever.
Travis and I thought, hey, it would be really cool if we could make a center console that opens. How can we one up the early Ford Bronco? So you could put extra body clips in there because those are a pain in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
You could put those in there.
Great to hear that from the designer of the truck.
You could put some wheel nuts in there. Yeah, I'm actually tempted. We could do it right now. We could do a race to see how fast a person can get the body off and back on.
No, I put a light kit in and everything.
Ready, set, go.
Because it's going to make him take less than 2 minutes. Because I saw his video, and his 2-minute video
I was rushing.
Was actually kind of lame. I'm off.
Mine's off. Mine was off.
Randall, this body sucks. Off.
I think it's you, bro. Oh man, I don't have my glasses on. Gosh darn it.
I got it.
Out.
Matt doesn't have shit.
Got it.
Back all four body posts have to be.
Yeah, of course, man. Done.
See, Matt nailed it. There.
Mostly. Oops. There we go.
Done.
Now it's back on.
and then the proof, you got to pick it up and hold it by the bumpers and shake it up and down.
Oops. What happened there?
Oh, look at Mr. Cheater over there.
No, it was in.
Look
It was
at
in.
It was in. Both body clips somehow fell out the front. You cheating a-hole.
No, they were in. I swear to God, they just popped up because I didn't get them in all the way.
You know, but I will say, yes, it's a pain in the neck, right? And we are constantly trying to find the best way to hide the body clips or get rid of body clips without infringing on other people's ideas. And make it consumer friendly. And at the time when we're looking at CAD design, that looked like what would actually really work well. It is a pain in the neck. And then the pro tip that I didn't even think about up until recently was Matt Higgins told me, put the body on its lid, pull the clips off, flip it over.
That's what I did.
Take the body off, put your battery in.
Yeah, that does help a little bit. Although you still end up with the sliders that you got to tuck in. Like, I think it does help.
Just force
it. Yeah.
I just smashed them in.
But yeah. I swear.
That's what she said.
So yes,
shit,
it is
Tony
an absolute pain in the butt, but it's a payoff for the body. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Some things are worth a little bit of trouble, and like I said in my video, and like I think Josh said in his video, just put a big 5,000 milliamp hour 3S in there and change it once every few hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, it's, and again, we're constantly trying to come up with a better idea. We have to be careful of what we do. It is what it is. Is it the easiest?
Question.
No.
Fine laser design clip smell work from the early Bronco work on this Jeep. I don't think so. I think this mounts differently than the Bronco. Right? It's not the same. Different bumpers for one.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we kind of inverted the body mounts.
The
right?
rear.
On the CJ, it's yeah. So
I have to imagine
it's a little bit different.
Kevin will work on something, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll get something figured out soon. I mean, it's not something we don't talk about across all brands that produce. That we produce. So we're constantly trying to come up with something way better than a body clip.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I will definitely take the trade.
High five to Kevin there.
It's a reinventing the wheel situation, and it is tough.
Yeah. I'll take the slight bit of inconvenience to have something that looks this stunning. It's a stunner. Stunner.
Have you taken the doors off?
I haven't taken them off yet, but it is quite easy to remove them.
Yeah. And you can.
How fast can you do that? Don't
Ready, set. No, I'm kidding.
Mine's upstairs. I'm building chairs today.
Flying chairs?
What kind of?
Hey, speaking of movies, I started to watch your little movie that
it's not little
part of there. I know it's very long.
Excuse me? Which little movie?
It's bigger. It's bigger than Flying Cars.
It's had a lot of views.
Yes.
What? I'm in the dark here. What movie?
My DTR movie. Our King of the Hammers. Rocks and Rookies movie.
Is
it's
this
awesome.
new?
No.
I was gonna say
years old.
I was like, is there something new about this that I haven't seen?
I haven't watched it. So I'm checking it out for the first time. I'm loving it.
Josh, I pulled the trigger, pulled to you guys and said, well, if I'm going to be on, Matt, you need to watch the DTR movie.
Yeah. It's very cool, man, to see you guys go through the process of thinking you can just buy a Jeep and run it to, well, we better disassemble the whole thing and build an entirely new Jeep out of this Jeep that we have.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And the other fun part was back in when that movie and that build was being done was kind of the height of forums. And Randall, you had a really solid build thread on that on Pirate, didn't you?
Or
were you doing it on RC Crawler?
We were a little bit after the forum phase. I might have been doing some posting
Was that what it was?
in forums, but we were a little bit after. It might be.
Or did you just have like an album on your Facebook that we were watching?
A lot of it was on Facebook,
yeah.
and we had Flickr, and we had a whole lot of social output. YouTube. We were doing monthly webisodes and stuff like that. We were doing a lot of stuff, but it was kind of like right at the peak of when everybody was starting to get into documentaries on builds and stuff like that. And of course, my influence was from Poison Spider because they owned my old Jeep. And I was, I was part of everything Crispy. I was part of everything that they did. So that influenced me to want to do the same thing with our particular build.
Yep. I mean, the build threads and the builds being documented at that time was so much. They were so much more documented. It seems now you just don't. All of a sudden at Hammer, someone rolls out with a new car. You might get a few pics during the winter months when they're building something new or something like that, but we don't get those documented builds anymore.
No, that thing it's unfortunately gone the way of the dodo. Like, forums are not the popular way to document.
Yeah, now it's a lot of. I actually just watched one today. It was on YouTube, and I think it was about last year's KOH, obviously because I'm a big KOH fan. And it was all the things you see now are not necessarily about a team building a car to go race King of the Hammers. It's about a person that is going to attend King of the Hammers and what they experience at King of the Hammers outside of the race. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that happens outside the race that a lot of people aren't even familiar with. There's one that's one that's kind of unmentioned on the schedules or anything like that because it's not part of Ultra 4 Racing or King of the Hammer Productions or anything like that. And it's called Ultra 3 Racing. And there's this little circle track, right?
Yep.
And there's three-wheelers, ATCs, and they start, and I don't know if you can pat your head and rub your belly at the same time because I can't do this either, but they go around in a circle like this, and whoever catches whoever first is the winner. And they have like a 3-lap or 4-lap shootout. And I mean, we're not talking slow ATCs here.
No.
It
is impressive.
Ridiculous. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That absolutely was. I mean, I built that little mini trike of mine. People are like, you're gonna come do the Ultra 3 with it? I'm
Ultra
like,
3, right?
Wrong application for this thing.
Negative.
No way. Bring it.
The wheel
guys, knobbies on it and go.
Yeah.
I put the link to the movie in the chat, so you guys can watch it for free on YouTube.
Yep.
This
thing you're on right now.
Produced by,
but not yet. Don't go there yet.
Produced by, don't go there yet. Don't leave. It was produced by Rock Bottom Productions, which was I think that's what it's called, a buddy of mine. He did
looks
really
very
good
professional.
job of putting it together.
Yeah,
very much so.
It's really, really good. It feels like a movie, and I'm enjoying it. I'm only about 20 minutes in. I'm into your shock tuning.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Bang.
Yeah, if I can give any one piece of advice, it's get a next gen or Hans device before you go shock tuning.
Oh God,
yeah.
It's horrible without it. We actually rented a movie theater to premiere that movie. Once we had it all done, we rented a movie theater over in Corona, Riverside area, something like that.
Oh, just like Flying Cars.
Yeah,
just like Flying Cars.
It was the matinee.
Yeah, ours was probably
man's Chinese theater. Yeah, it was the early,
and it was cool. Yeah, we invited all the sponsors and a bunch of the friends and a bunch of the fans and family and all that, and
that's really
premiered a movie. I mean,
it's awesome.
Who does that?
Yeah. Not many people, that's for sure. But yeah, go check it out when you guys have a sec, because it's definitely very entertaining to watch someone put together a vehicle for something as challenging as King of the Hammers.
Yeah. Tom Beck, thank you. Eric Miller had a forum build thread for his first winning car, Twisty. It was awesome back then. He won first with a twisted custom chassis. And it was a good build. And then they came out with the Pro chassis, which was made by the Balducci brothers, and it was an amazing build thread because it was all laser cut and CAD designed, and the fixtures for it. It was a beautiful build. And another one of those kind of the crispy build that was based off of Randall's toasted JK. That was another one of the most epic build threads on Pirate back in the day.
Yep.
From Scalar Lab
those
here.
Were good.
Sorry to switch gears on you here, but any plans for Axial to release a portal upgrade kit for the SCX10 Pro? I mean,
I haven't heard anything. I'm not a portal guy, so
yeah.
If you ask me, I'm going to say no.
I mean, what would you need to do? Add portals to it.
I mean,
they wouldn't be the same width, I guess, because those were Pro has XR-ish width.
No.
Is that right? No? Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yes, you're wrong.
It happens every once in a while.
So, yes, the
props to the Mad Mugs. By the way,
yes, there you go.
Nice. Very good.
Mad Mugs or Matt? Is it Mad Designs on Instagram?
I thought it was the Mad Mugs.
The Mad Mugs. It might be, yes. So, so you've had the CJ out now for a week ish, almost a week tomorrow.
I've got great news about
it. Has to
truck, by the way.
It has to be one of the most. I mean, obviously one of the best looking, but it seems like it was super well received. So hopefully the pre-sale numbers and all that are looking great for you guys. And
I haven't heard a lot of negative comments about it.
No,
I mean, I kind of quashed them right at the beginning of my video because I said if you're just going to say not another Jeep, stop watching. So I think I eliminated most of the bad comments.
I told you to stop watching. Why are you still here?
New tires too. We haven't really talked about those. These are new for Axial, right?
Yes, those are new tires. New tires, new wheels, new bumpers. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like this tire. I like this tire a lot.
The drivetrain is the same.
It's an SCX10
3. Yeah, it's the same. The shocks are new.
They're from the base kit.
Correct. So the shocks are newer and smoother than what we had before. But the wheels and tires are new. The wheels are a replica of the old school
Daytona.
What we used to call Steely. It's a Daytona, but what we all used to call them were Steely beadlocks. They were just like a stamped steel wheel
with a weld-on kit.
I
wondered that, but
they were factory from Raceline.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah. Raceline Daytonas are stamped steel beadlocks with a steel ring.
Huh. I did not know.
I dig it. That's cool.
Yeah.
The good news I meant to tell you, I did scan interior the other day with my 3D scanner.
Oh, you scanned.
Oh.
And I may have sent those files to a certain man.
Did his name start with an R?
No.
Like Rich? No. Brat?
Rich has nothing to do with this. This is all
right.
This is all going to be announced probably soon, but expect a new driver available for this.
Oh, good. Oh, dude, that'd be great. I know some people have talked about it. It's got to have a driver, doesn't have a driver, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a fan of a driver.
Agreed.
And if
you two are idiots.
Of course. And if we put a driver in it, nice. If we put a driver in it, great comment. If we put a driver in it, it would not be the right driver for 99 people. And it would be the right driver for one person.
Because the driver that's going to come out will be the right driver for everybody.
I shan't be installing said driver. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. And I'm just going to upsize the head or no, you know what? I'm going to downsize it.
Like a bobblehead?
I'm going to make it half the size it should be.
Yeah, great. Let's just say the driver will be wearing Air Max 90s and have a 5-panel hat and sleeves rolled up and the buttons done up all the way. So I'll have to take pictures of my sleeves so and replicate the sleeves.
Just putting stick men on.
Wow. We put drivers in the Can-Am, the Yeti Junior Can-Am, and we got busted for putting drivers in the Yeti Junior Can-Am because somebody said, well, when you put it on the trailer, do the drivers just sit in there the whole time?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course he did. Jeff 13 Brew, thank you very much. Day 419 of asking Axial to turn their Ford Econoline adventure van into a 10th scale.
That's a good idea.
It is a cool van.
It is a pretty cool van.
Just don't use the Proline body. Don't use the Proline body.
No. If I was to do it, I'll speak on me. If I was to do it, I wouldn't use somebody's pre-existing body because I would probably pick it apart and find some details that are not right. And I would want to make the details right. I work really hard at trying to make the details right.
Yes.
So,
talk to Charisma. They seem to be pretty good at making a van body.
That van body was pretty good of theirs.
Yeah, they did a good job on that.
They put it on top of a steaming pile, but
now sure. It'd be cooler if the van had tracks.
Well, call Travis up.
Wow.
Hey, that's right.
On tracks.
I know you do, and it annoys me to no end that you won't just give it to me.
No, I want to make it a recovery vehicle, and then I might even paint it like Matt's off-road.
Oh.
No, I won't do that. But I
Jeep
will. I do want to put it.
vehicle.
Yeah, I want to put a tow truck thing on the back. I want to make it a flatbed and put a tow truck thing on the back.
Yeah.
I think Matt should build a recovery truck as well and put Matt's off-road recovery on it just to act like he's never heard of the full-size YouTube channel.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
It would actually say like Maquettes.
Yeah.
Off-road recovery.
Like
it's off-road recovery.
I think this could be big.
Yeah, we could put an A on the end of it too. Maquettes. A.
We'll come get you, okay? No worries.
Okay,
It's all good, man. Come on out. We'll get you.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
So,
what else, Josh? What do you got? You want to pick this thing apart?
You ready for the hard-hitting question, Randall?
Let's do it.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is a great release with an excellent body and the Jeep name well represented. There's been a number of releases not in the recent past here that also represented the look, but maybe didn't do it in the proper way. Was there any being like, hey guys, that we pay a lot of money? These guys aren't paying anything.
These are hard-hitting questions.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, some people are rebellious and some people aren't.
That's true. There's rule followers, and there's rule breakers.
We all know what side of the coin Josh is on that regard.
Oh, right, yeah, Mr. Body falling off.
I swear to God, I put those pins in.
Well, I will say, if I had my glasses on, I would have smoked the both of you, and I still suck at putting the body on. But it's very frustrating. And when you're out doing video shooting and you got to swap a body or do something really quickly, change a battery, or like, it's not quick, right? You're under the gun going, ugh. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I was very happy. Oh, you know what? We did say, what would your preferred length shocks have been on the CJ7?
Oh, yeah, that's right. What
I
would you have wanted?
I did hear you guys talking about that. So it's tough, right? That's a very tough answer. I like the shocks that are on it because they are longer travel shocks. With that,
yes.
If the shock tower could be taller, your ride height would be lower. But if you put a lowered shock or a shorter shock, you are going to lower your CG, okay? But you are also eliminating your ground clearance.
Up travel.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
Your down travel is what you would call it, right? In a full-size world, down travel is your axle coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Up travel is your axle coming up. It can be referred to reversely, but typically in race cars and whatnot, and rock buggies and stuff like that, your down travel is how far is your shock going to travel down. Your up travel is how far is your shock going to travel up. So would a shorter shock be better? In a sense, yes, because you're going to lower your center of gravity, but you are also going to lose your down travel.
This is not the presidential debate. This is what length shock would you have put on to the car if you had your choice?
Honestly, I like the shocks that are on it.
Company man answer.
Wow. Can't believe it.
I like the shocks that are on it. Look at the shocks that are on Cody's new buggy or Cody's Pretty Penny or Cody's new buggy, Moonshine. It's very long shocks because it has a lot of down travel. It has 3.75 inches of up travel in a rock crawler, right? Mm-hmm. It's not going to go fast.
Right.
It's going to go slow, but it's going to have 17 inches of down travel, mm-hmm. which is great for rock crawling. But because of the 10.3 chassis and where the shock hoops are mounted and you can't raise them up too high, you can't get your shock up higher to get your axles to sit closer to the body because of the spring.
I love this news. This is also
fantastic. Yeah, good. This is the one I was going to click on next. I saw that price too when I first loaded up Horizon site in the morning to get links and stuff. It said $579. I was like, this is a little pricey.
Yeah,
but then it instantly went down to $499.
Yes. Somebody
hit the wrong button. You hit the wrong button.
What you did? In which way?
So we are in the process of learning this whole new ERP system and blah blah blah. And I set pricing, and then we had a debate internally and decided to set a different pricing, and we set a different pricing, and I set the different pricing, but I didn't set it with the right dates. So I screwed up, and when it was announced with the wrong price because I put the wrong date. So it was wow again.
No, he just keeps
going back and clicking on.
Oh, hey, that's not fair, man. Where's the that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know what? I can mute him from here.
Yeah, it's going to be useless if you mute him. We'll hear about it later. It'll be in next week's news update. Yeah. So no, actually, it was a screw up on my part. I didn't have the numbers set correctly, the numbers and dates set correctly before the announcement date, and so it came out, and then we frantically worked to get the pricing set to the right price, which is $499.99.
Okay, so that's going to be the price.
That is the price.
There's been the people have been commenting with, and I hadn't heard anything about it, so I didn't know, but that the price was $499 at pre-order, and it was going to go to $579, but it will just be $499.
Yeah, I wanted it to be the $579. Would you quit it?
We need to keep this.
I wanted it to be the $579. I'm like, I think we could sell this thing for $579, but no.
I don't think
no. So yeah, the $499.99. The only way the price would go up is if there was a company-wide price increase that affected everything. That would be the only way it would go up. Otherwise, no, it's not going to go up. It's $499.99.
Cool. That's great.
Is that better than my shock answer?
Yes.
It's a little more definitive.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys brought him up earlier, and I'm gonna not bring him up specifically, but I am going to say I've watched a video of the CJ7 with shorter shocks on it. And yes, it was less top heavy, but it also had the added feature of more weight lower. Okay. So
which is better.
Yes, but we can't do that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I will say that it out of the box, it is top heavy. It drives top heavy. It kind of looks.
It looks great in video,
retro style, kind of like floaty and bouncy. It's not. It wouldn't be how I would want to set up a truck with my preference, but it's still like most people are not rock crawling on the rocks that I have here. They're doing trail rides, and it's an excellent trail truck.
You drive like crap, bro.
Psh, me?
I was trying to make that
Josh
look that way. I was trying to make
Josh drives like absolute trash. It was embarrassing to watch.
Matt, do we need to go to your video comments? I've seen a lot of Matt.
Oh, wait. Am I pointing the wrong direction? Wait a minute.
This guy.
Who are you trying to point at? Are you trying to point at me?
No.
2-1.
I'm waiting. No, not that. Oh, wait. Gosh damn it.
Other one.
Oh, I'm backwards. Oh my gosh.
There you
go. See, now I'm going to point at the right guy.
Pointing at Josh because he sucks at driving. He's so bad. It's embarrassing watching.
Now I got it. Yep, that guy. Right there.
Yeah, so bad. My video, very good. You know why it's so good? The views. It's got all the views.
It could definitely. So, and I talked about this. We've talked about it before. We have a window of time, and Josh, you might relate to this because you now make RTRs. Dig. We have a window of time that we get to dial in the suspension and the performance and decide what springs we want to use, what shock pistons, what shock oil, all that stuff, preloads. We get to dial all that in as best as we can. So we have a little time window. And when we hit the end of that mark, it's what do you got? Because that's what we're going with. So there's always a debate. Everybody wanted the Ford Bronco, their early Ford Bronco lowered. Everybody wanted to swap it out to 90 mil shocks. Personally, I would like to try, because I hear it all the time, I would like to try 90 mil shocks without added weights anywhere. Just take it out of the box, put shorter shocks, see what happens. What climbs better, what drives over obstacles better, what has 4 wheels on the ground longer. If you put it on an RTI ramp, quite frankly, the one with the shorter shocks is going to lose.
You know that RTI ramps are bullshit, Randall.
Yeah, that thing doesn't mean anything. Randall, send me another one, and I'll do that test out of the Devil's Backbone.
You want this one right here?
The Devil's Deviated Septum. We can't see it.
I might be able to put it back together for you.
Turn off your background. Show it.
That's dangerous.
Matt Higgins is in here, and Matt Higgins also has been on the show and also works at Axial. And then nobody cares about how you can't use a computer correctly. Talk about the damn Heritage decal sheet.
I like how he just gets smaller. It doesn't really do anything.
It just disappears. He's like that Homer into the bushes.
Yeah, exactly. So the Heritage decal sheet, yes, I did see that on the clear body set. You get the golden eagle on the hood.
Golden eagle.
Did I hear that that's a limited version of the body, or what's going on with that?
Oh, snap.
I'll try to make it part of my shirt so that way you can actually see
it. I want that.
So you get all these decals. It's the Axial Jeep Heritage decal sheet. The part number is AXI-1049. They should be in stock. They're available for pre-order already. They should be in stock tomorrow. They should be shipping in 2 weeks from now, whatever. There is a limited supply. So
oh dear.
If you want them.
Don't worry, guys. There's lots.
Yeah, if you
sounds like a cop-out answer to
what? People, I'm really shocked. It's more than here. He looks like those are 90 millimeter shocks. Thank you.
90 mils,
and it still looks like a monster truck.
And the center of gravity is still lower than the SCX Pro with straight axles.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I tested it.
I mean,
I tested it at the Devil's Deviated Septum. I should know.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to get one of those things that Josh said he was going to send me, but never has.
I know.
Eventually, I'm going to start doing reviews.
Yes. You and Rich both. You should start a channel and do a live show every Wednesday, so you can just do all these things. That both like, one of these days, I'm going to review one of your goddamn cars and say all these things that.
Whatever. I actually, Josh and Matt both. I don't get offended by the reviews that you guys do. I think it's great. I think it's funny. Some of the things
Randall. I never say anything bad about your stuff.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, some of the stuff you guys pick apart or that you guys find. Some of them I totally know about already. Some of them I don't. So I think it's really cool. It doesn't bother me one bit at all.
Matt, did you have the windshield sticker, little stick like the?
Yeah.
Is that's a pretty kind of a thing?
What, around the edges?
You want the story behind it?
Yeah.
Wait. Like, is it distorted around the edges? You mean?
No, like
peeling off.
Oh no, mine's fine.
Yeah, of course it is. Only Josh would pick it apart. Perfect. He was probably over there trying to pry it off. He's like, "Oh, look, I got to find something to talk about."
Mine looks like someone used Walmart window tint.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I did fix it a little bit, but the corner, the edges are still down.
Somebody was saying, somebody in one of the videos was saying all the stickers were weird. I'm like, every single sticker is perfect.
Mine, the windshield's the only one that's weird on mine.
No, it's not.
Oh, and the hood a little bit, but that's
I already know
Gun was able to fix the hood, but
yeah. So and that's the hood is a assembly line issue. You can tell them till you're blue in the face to press the crease in before you go over the hood, and then press the crease in before you go over the fender.
I think we're having.
They're not all going to do that, so it's what it is. The windshield. So the windshield, the debate was, do I put the rubber surround in the polycarbonate windshield for the clear body for anybody that might want to get detail with their scale realism and paint the surround, or do I make it flat?
Yep.
And if I put the detail in there, then anybody that buys the body, they can do it, but it's also going to be a drawback on, or a negative on the RTR, because the little decal is going to potentially peel up a little bit.
Yep. That makes sense. And it was just, I think that the height of that little feature just sticks up that much that it's hard to get a big flat sticker to lay down on.
Yeah.
There isn't all that many decals on it just because of how much molded plastic is on this with the fenders and the.
Yes. Yeah. That in itself is a hard balance to add a lot of molded plastic to make a flexible polycarbonate body rigid.
Yeah. I guess, that'll be the interesting part with the cage, because this one feels like that cage is a little bit more secure than like the old deadbolt when we used to punch those deadbolt cages through the bodies.
Oh yeah. I still do that with my my rock racer body and the same cage. I still do it. Yeah.
Ah, God. Well, Randall,
it's been a real slice. Thanks for coming on.
It's always fun, I enjoy it.
We have done a great job with this. We're very pleased with this. Thank you very much for putting this out.
I've been pleased with all the comments. I'm super stoked on.
I'm kind of pissed it's another Jeep, if I'm honest, but.
Dude, the best was it's about time. I saw a lot of comments that said it's about time. Nobody's made one that I'm necessarily, that I'm aware of, and if they did, it was either illegal or not as detailed as ours.
Right.
I definitely, myself and Travis, took a lot of pride in trying to make this vehicle basically go over and above the early Ford Bronco. Hey, we did pretty good there. We need to step it up.
I think this one's just going to be better, even better received. I think the Bronco was impressive to see, but I don't know why it just wasn't as received as
it didn't have the same sort of
and it had a very similar level of detail.
Yeah.
2 reasons.
It just didn't have the same kind of interest.
One, price point, right? At the time, we went through a price increase. You know, the entire company went through a price increase, and that was the first vehicle that we released with the price increase included. So that kind of hurt a little bit. And then 2, Jeep sell.
Yeah,
I mean,
do. They do.
They sell. what do you know?
Yep. There's no denying that. They really do. And it is definitely the best looking one.
Cool, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys both like it. If I can find some 90 mil shocks that I can put on this thing, I would, I'd love to throw them on there and love to throw them on there and do a side-by-side challenge. That would be fun to do.
Well, we have some if you need some wheels too while you're at it.
I keep waiting for those. I mean, you guys do mail call, and I'd gladly do mail call, but you know, Josh, you didn't send me anything.
You have an account with credit up. You just go on there and order.
I don't have credit.
Yes, you do. Check.
Oh no.
Apparently you do, man.
I will check.
He's lying.
I'll do anything to make it easier, so I don't have to do it. So
Josh has been delinquent on sending me stuff, so
it went out yesterday.
Oh, it did?
Or no, today. Because Brandon was trying to ship it to you, and then he was just like, I tried shipping, and then it was said it was going to SoCal, so I canceled it, and I left a note for Dan, and he'll do it tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I saw the comment roll by about a 24 scale version of a CJ7. I don't know. I've seen lots of comments about a CJ7 in an SCX6 version and a CJ7 in an SCX24 version. So
can you imagine how big it would be on the SCX6 platform? Holy shit, it'd be like
huge.
Third scale. It'd be third scale.
Yeah, it would be giant. Yeah, it would be giant. John, you both might remember. What was that? I don't remember the brand, but there was a brand
Nyland
that made like no, not Nyland. It after Nyland.
Okay.
Brandon had one. It was a 8th scale CJ2A or something. It was a military Jeep.
Oh, Dragon.
Was it a Dragon?
Yeah,
that
Dragon bodies. They make a 6th scale one.
Brandon had a Dragon. Yeah,
I had a Dragon.
I mean,
too.
it was big. Yeah. It was big. Yeah.
I think that it was not much bigger than.
No, stop it! It was way bigger.
Bigger. It's way bigger than this.
Way bigger, dude. It like took us
6 scale of a car that's this big.
Oh,
right,
dude,
but it was still big enough for a 12-inch driver.
Yes. In our conference room meetings, we had to put a chair out of the way to park the thing.
Because they ran Wraith axles and a 2.2, and they looked about appropriate. But
yes,
it was big.
It was big.
Did you see the SCX6 that Wyatt and I made?
No.
Mm-mm. We made a sand drag.
Oh yes, I did see that on Wyatt's story one day.
Yes.
And he just ripping that thing down and beating like Basher.
We smoked everybody. It was 2-wheel drive. It had a Super Baja Ray motor and ESC in it, and it had a Super Baja Ray. It had a Super Baja Ray rear end in it, and we stretched it back, and we put it out there. We converted the tires to razors, and we sent it down the line, and it looped out. And so we wound up having to make just kind of jerry rig, makeshift a wheelie bar in the back, and we added like 3 pounds of weight to the front bumper just to get the thing to handle. And it was 2-wheel drive, and it wound up smoking everybody that was out there.
It was impressive. Where was that at? What event was that at?
That was out here. Sky RC puts on an event called Battle on the Beach, and it's out here at Sand Hollow once a year. and it's side-by-sides, and I don't know what that means. It's side-by-side.
Jeep Commando, man. You're a Jeep guy. Jesus.
What's going on, man?
Unbelievable.
It was I'll find you a picture real quick. It was a battle on the beach. It happens once a year, and it's side-by-sides, racing side-by-sides, and RC cars racing RC cars.
That's cool.
And so we did, I'll zoom in. Poor phone picture, but anyways. Oh, it's not going to show you there.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That looks great.
I'll
send it to you guys.
Repost it onto your story and tag us so we can share it.
Yeah. Okay. It was epic, and to watch it run and to drive it. So Wyatt drove it to basically the mains. It was like what do you call that? A
heat race bracket.
It was like a head-to-head. You had 3 chances. I forget what they call that. If you lose 3 times, you're out.
Round robin.
Basically. Sure. Whatever it was called.
Shootout.
And anyways, he got it to the main event, and then he let me drive it the rest of the way. Yeah. And so, I mean, it was smoking 4-wheel drive, other brands that start with T's and A's, and all these other things.
Wow, that's cool, man. It's great.
All right, much appreciated.
All right,
Randall.
Thanks, Randall.
We got Christmas listing to do.
Yeah, we got major important stuff here.
Yeah, well, you guys have fun. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for coming. Appreciate you. Love you. Bye. This is great. Isn't this the greatest format? I love this thing.
You're welcome.
Well, you can't say that after I pay you.
Okay, I'll wait.
We'll be waiting a while.
We do have our Christmas lists to do.
And yes, we do.
We might go a little long tonight, but maybe not too bad.
Maybe not too bad.
We've got 2 lists each, under $100 and over $100.
I've got it in my notes.
Me as well. I think we did this in price order.
Round robin format.
But yeah, that's what I said. Triple
elimination.
Triple round bracket. Final 4.
Sweet 16. We can no longer call Randall the Matt Damon of Livestream. That's true, checkered past. He is now just Randall. We didn't talk about flying cars too much. He's just Randall.
Randall.
You see this one? This is great. This format is fantastic. Too bad y'all had us wait 195 weeks for it.
Why is everyone so impatient?
Yeah, good things come to those who wait. It's not like, sometimes we have to spin the wheel. That's, what? That's the bad thing about this. There is no web.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yeah. You can.
Oh, yeah. You can present.
Yep.
Present.
It's even easier.
All right. Triple lobotomy with affiliate links. All right, here we go.
So we'll start with the under 100. Lowest price to highest price.
Oh, I have to look. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm ready.
Okay. I'll start.
Go ahead.
My number 10, my lowest price item, $8.99. Okay. Lifetime supply of hobby blades, pack of 100, number 11 hobby blades.
Wait, number 10.
11. Number 11.
Okay.
Oh, number 10
11.
on my list.
Yes, is number 11.
Yeah.
But 100 is not a lifetime supply. That is easily a year's worth supply. I have to order another set.
I disagree.
Actually. Is that the Excel 100?
Doesn't matter.
Number 11s?
It's all the same.
Not if you're not using Excel, you're failing.
I've had this 15 pack, I think, for 3, at least 2 years.
You goddamn idiot.
And I can't even see the bottom. I might have only used a couple.
Yeah, you probably only used 2.
There's definitely none in the recycle bin part.
Todd, if you want to see the rules for Class 2, go to Sorka's website. Go to Sorka's Facebook page.
Yeah.
Download.
Go to the Sorka Facebook page, and you can find the link to the living document for Class.
The living rules.
You might be able to go to our Road to the Rockies video series and start.
There's a lot of really great comments in here. Okay, you can't use it. All right. My lowest price item under $100 is $24.95.
Jesus.
That's the Traxxas toolkit.
$24.95. That seems cheap for it. Oh, it doesn't fit on here either.
You get this Traxxas toolkit right here.
No, you do not get that one.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Master set.
Oh, this might be the master set.
That's like $100.
There is another one. Shut up. There is another one that has a lot of tips, which I don't have that one here, but it looks a lot like that one, and it's $24.95. Don't worry about it, okay? Just shut up. I know that one's $70.
There's going to be
there's another one that's not that expensive. It has all the tips you need.
There's going to be a link to all of the things that we're saying.
Right.
It's in the description already.
And it is. You put it in the how's that possible? I haven't given you my list.
I know, but right now the link is to my website, which has the page that holds it, and then I will populate our lists.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I thought ahead.
Just the tips. Yep.
Ah, God. So for Matt already is losing this.
It's not about winning or losing. It's about giving you guys good deals.
Winning and losing. Next, number 9 on my list, $24.29.
Traxxas tips.
Negative. Well, I'm gonna have to. A set of very handy to have 1, 2, 3 blocks.
Oh.
You should have these in your shop if you don't already. They can be handy all the time. Right now, mine are holding a set of MIP tips.
Right now, mine are MIA. Right.
But these things, you can get the cheap ones for what we do. You're not machining with them, so you don't need super precision ground ones. But they're good to have. $24.29. You get 2, and that'll do.
All right. Next on my list for $26. I think that's next on my list.
I can't believe you bait and switched everyone. You get this.
You don't get that. You get some of those. Where is the thing on the thing that I'm doing here? Hang on. I know they're in here. They have to be.
Will 1, 2, 3 block hold shocks? They can, depending on the size, depth. But honestly, they can be so handy if you need to hold a part over something and be able to tap through. Just to like an actual 90-degree angle, weight, whatever it is.
Okay, this is the actual thing. You can get these for $26. The ProTech shock pliers. Build shocks.
Yes.
Put in pillow balls.
You can put them all the way in, all the way straight through.
You can put them right through. And do it again.
They just visit the center for a second.
These are excellent.
You should also have shock pliers. What'd you do?
Nothing. Everything's fine. We're fine here. How are you?
Did you take a chunk out of your thumb?
No, I thought I deleted my list, and I was going to be very upset with myself. But yes, that is something. It's a must-have.
Yeah. Next,
or
shut it. Next on my list, the Fire Sense, $34.99. This is that it's comes in a can. It's like a compressed thing, but it's specifically made with like lipo fires in mind. So keep it in your workshop. put it over wherever it's handy in case you have something happen. You can carry one on the trail if you live in a fire prone area. That's a real concern for some of us. But even if keep one near your charger, whatever it is, $34.99 is kind of cheap insurance.
Yep, definitely
worth picking up.
Yes,
as long as you don't have to ship over.
I don't have the price on this one because I can't remember. But I think it's the next cheapest thing, and that's the M-Jet plans on CG Trader to 3D print your own M-Jet jet boat. You will need some additional parts and a motor and an ESC and batteries and a receiver and a transmitter. But the plans themselves are reasonable and they are amazing. It's a great boat. I've driven a lot of one boat in my day, and I can honestly say this is the best one I've ever driven.
So, the next on my list is going to be Kester 6337 solder. If you've been soldering before, you may not think that it matters that much. But someone on a live stream gave me this recommendation once. I picked it up, and it is a game changer. You'll love it. And again, I'll link to specifically the ones I'm talking about. And whoever it was that day that told me that, I appreciate you, and you were absolutely correct.
Yeah. And what ratio do we make the paint, Matt? It's not paint, DK. It was resin, epoxy resin, and it's 1-to-1. Somebody out there has sticky. I don't know who it is. I can't remember.
What?
I gave sticky to somebody.
Really?
Sticky was wanted. They're like, don't throw it away. I'll build it.
Interesting. I was unaware.
All right. Next on the list for me would be the Spectrum Smart Cell Checker / Servo Driver for $49.
That is an excellent choice of a tool suggestion.
Yes. Thank you.
But next on my list is the better choice, which is the Toolkit RC MC8 battery multi-checker and channel analyzer. So it does all of the things that the Spectrum one does. It also adds a couple of other functions. You can see your PWM inputs, things like that, in case you want to really see what's going on with things.
Right. For people like Josh, that's going to be a great choice.
If you too,
the rest of us,
data, cool stuff and you want to spend $38.99 instead of Matt, then
all right, I'll give you that one. That's a good one. I thought it was also Shippy. No, yeah, also Shippy is mine. Sticky is the one that went to somebody else.
I hope that he drives it in like sandy condition. So it's just like, it just looks like it's rhino lined now.
It'd be so great. Okay, what's next here? Oops, I forgot one at $39. The ProTech True Temp thermometer.
Oh, IR thermometer.
It's a lot like this model, but not this one. It's cheaper. This one was more expensive.
Having an IR thermometer is a great choice.
Yeah, if you do speed runs like we do all the time,
professionals,
and you need to keep an eye on temps, no better way than with an infrared temperature monitor.
Is that thermometer vibrating? Is that your?
What's vibrating? Oh, you know what? I don't know what happened. Ever since I updated the software on the Bamboo, it's AMS, like this. The AMS is
interesting.
Every once in a while.
Oh, well, you know. Next on my list, creeping up into the 40s now at $42.99, the Vanquish Stance Body. Highly recommend.
I don't like it because it doesn't have headlights. Where am I at here? All right. Shut up. $69. Ah. Thanks, Tom. That's great.
Tom that gave away sticky on his own. See, I just like that it got to sit there.
OnlyFans is great. There's no content. What a 69. Nice. The EcoPower WP 120T servo. Value there. And I've got that in the Fordyce budget build. Great servo.
Oh, that's right.
For
You
the
did
money.
put the servo in there. I'm surprised you had to pay for that one. Weird.
Praise wheel.
Next, skipping the 50s and 60s and going right to $74.99.
Oh, I see how this works.
Holmes Hobby 1800 kV revolver.
Oh, that's a good choice.
It is a good choice.
I like that. Yeah, that's a pretty decent choice. What's a better choice though? I've got actually a few good choices before I get to that better choice. But it's $75. Get yourself a GNSS speed analyzer.
Yeah, you need to have one of those. I agree. It comes in handy.
It comes in pretty handy.
Even if you want to just see if a crawler does 4.
Mostly for the opportunity to be able to say stop, read in all your videos. You have to have your phone in the shot, go stop, read. 39 miles per hour.
At first you have to do track. Jigga.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Also occupying the 70s territory, $79.99. DeWalt 8-volt Gyro Max.
Oh, you can still get those. Great.
And currently on sale. Link
is that an Amazonian link?
It is an Amazon link. Currently on sale. Only comes with 1 battery though. You don't get the 2 battery anymore for $79.
Well, good news is you can buy those batteries quite cheap on Amazon too.
Yeah. So
okay. At $79, I've got 2 choices. $79.99. My first one is the BatSafe LiPo case, because if you don't have an ammo can, this is a much good option to have. You should have one of these.
You should
store at all times.
Yeah.
Store them and charge them in something like this. So that is a good one.
Yep. Agreed. Again at $79.99 in the number 2 spot, Fusion SE 1800 kV.
You son of a bitch. That's all one. That's mine too. I don't know why you put 2 motors in there. That's dumb.
I'm not saying you have to have all of these things. I'm just saying, or maybe you got more than one goddamn car. So that was you said you had that one?
Yeah. That Fusion SE 1800 is my number 2.
That was my number 2 as well.
I have a number 1.
Okay. So my number 1, since we had the same number 1, Holmes Hobby Crawlmaster V3, $84.99. That goes along with the $74.99 Holmes Hobby revolver.
Sorry, Josh. Those 2 items take you over $100. You're disqualified.
That's why they're 2 items.
Yeah, but you need them together, don't you?
Not necessarily.
I think you do. Number 1 for me, ProLine beams, baby.
Is that under
89.90? Yeah, $89.99. Beams.
I'll allow it. Beams. So yes, again, all of these items will have links to specifically the items we were talking about in the link right after the show. So I saw someone asked about what diameter solder. I am using I suggest the 0.31. I think I have the 0.2. 0.31 is what I would suggest. You also make a 0.4, depending on what you're after.
Randall popped back into the chat just to say triple elimination. All right, now this is the more fun list.
Over $100. Now,
over $100.
I think we should make a poll quick. Start a poll. Who will have the most expensive item?
Okay, let me start that as well. 1 second, please. This is not on the yard, right?
It is not.
Okay, but I'm going to put Jat and Mash. No, I'm not going to. Meow. Meow. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so annoying.
Sound like your StarTAC was ringing over there. You couldn't tell.
Yellow.
All right. I went first on the
Good
last
old days.
list. You can go first on this one. Oh, I wonder how many we're going to have that overlap.
Well, okay. Starting at the bottom, of course, right? We're going to work our way up to the most expensive thing.
Yep.
All right. So first on the list at the lowest price I could find was I've got two actually at the same price.
Oh.
Interesting. At $129, the Genzace iMars D300 charger.
That was my number 9.
Charger.
That's my number 9.
Excellent charger.
Yeah, it's the one that I've got plugged in right here. It's I will say, if you do pick it up,
both pulling out our chargers.
Mine is plugged in still, as you can see. When you pick it up, get yourself the extended balance port thing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It makes charging in a LiPo bag so much easier. You can buy these pretty cheap, $6-7, whatever. You get these. If you have extended charge leads, it also helps just to be able to comfortably charge in a nice bag or case, whatever it is. But for the price, $129, it is a great charger.
And it'll charge it up to 15 amps.
Yeah, no matter how small the battery is that you have. It also has their smart charge stuff, which is G-Tech, they call it.
Yep.
And it is nice because their smart ones, you can just charge like a regular battery if you don't have that charger. I do like that type of smart tech better than the rest.
Yeah. Has Genzace ever made a bad product? I don't think so, Jay. Had some pretty good stuff. I didn't like. Actually, you know what? Their first gen iMars charger wasn't the.
It was. Best. I liked the squid of adapters it came with, and it was super cheap. Do you remember that thing was like $39 when it came out?
That's true.
They were selling it as a loss just to get it into people's hands.
Yeah.
Like
now you can show that Traxxas tool case, Matt.
Just like he didn't put on his body clips. He is a cheater.
I did.
You think that Matt is this honest, wholesome guy.
They popped out. Ridiculous. All right. Go ahead. So what's your number 10?
My number 10 at $125 is a set of digital Mitutoyo calipers. Now, you can buy cheap calipers, but it's a tool. You can buy it once and it'll last you a very long time. Get yourself a nice set of calipers. And if you don't want to spend that kind of money and you want to get a $29 set, do it.
You can get the Glow Geek. They're just as good.
Now, I do have a cheap set or a cheap mic. So I will say that, yes, sometimes at least having a cheap one is better than having nothing at all. So if you can't afford the good one,
Glow Geek all the way.
Yeah. You can get a $20 Glow Geek around the backside of the building for.
Y'all got any more of them Glow Geeks?
So anyway,
what in the hobo freight is a Glow Geek? I was like, maybe I have a Matsu. What's the brand you have?
Mitutoyo.
I was like, maybe I have a Mitutoyo. Oh no, it's a Glow Geek.
I have a Glow Geek.
This episode brought to you by Glow Geek. I should see what other products they have.
They're the ones that send us an email every day, being like, "Would you like to review our nice product?
You want to put your name on this?"
What's the one I got? I got a heated belt yesterday.
I like it.
Heated belt. There you go. In case you're just cold, right here.
My, ooh, a little, my shirt's a little short, so part of my belt is exposed and a little chilly right there. Okay, number 9. Number 9 for me is also $129.99, and it's the Arma Granite Grom, which you cannot buy online. You have to go into a store and shop locally and buy it there. And I thought, let's support our local shops here as well. So there is no link for that.
That's a cool one. I had no idea it was that inexpensive.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Actually, when I was at the hobby shop today, I bought you a present, and I'm going to mail it to you.
Interesting.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, and buy you a present. I think you'll like it. It's pretty cool. When I saw it, I was like, this is right up his alley. He's going to love this.
Oh my God. Now I'm excited. And terrified.
You should be. It's no, nothing to be terrified about.
My number 9 was the IMARS D300. So Matt, you can proceed again.
All right. Oh shoot, I missed one at $115. Dang it! I'm really bad at this, but it's the Reefs 444.
Oh, okay, nice. Is that a direct power
servo? No,
it's not a direct power. That's a 444 is the standard. Okay, yeah,
standard. Which I thought, that's pretty good, mid-range, decent servo. I think people will be happy with that.
I will give you that option.
All right.
My number 8. This is a little specific because it helps if you're team red, but the Milwaukee M18 fuel shop vac at $139 right now is an amazing little carry around with you for cleaning up your car after you take it for a run. Throw it in the bed of your truck. I mean, big. If you got a big truck like mine, you can haul around one of those shop vacs. But you can also swap the hose in case you want to turn it something that can blow off your trucks. So it sucks and it cuts. No. Floby reference for those of you that Wayne's World Floby reference specifically.
Imagine my surprise when I got this and I thought it was a vacuum. I'm just kidding. It's in the name. It's a blaster.
So yes.
Or am I? Okay. What's
that was
next?
my number 8. So you should be at 7, I believe.
Number 7 is the Fusion 2300 2-in-1.
Okay.
That is $149.99, but it's better than the SE.
It is better, and a great choice. Not on my list, but a fantastic choice. I decided there's some on mine that are maybe predictable, but I tried to throw some curveballs in here as well.
I got a couple of curveballs coming at you.
Oh, mine are curvier. My balls are curvier. Wow. Thermal next, number 7, Thermaltronics TMT 2000S.
Yeah, I knew you were going to put a soldering iron on there, so I stayed right off of it.
Freaking soldering iron. It's $240, which it better be. But that is the lower model. They have the $420 version one, which is very nice. But I'll tell you, the $240 version does a great job.
I'm sure that's nice, Josh, but nothing beats the SBK 939D Plus soldering station. Okay.
You need to buy this soldering station.
I'm sure I do. I do a lot of soldering.
You will. It's not like any other soldering. Like before, I had my Heiko and my Checkpoint and the little TV S1000, whatever they were called, and they were good. Like a good soldering station is nice. The Heiko was a fine one. My Checkpoint was one I probably used more. But this thing
check to see if the Glow Geek has a soldering.
This one makes my old Heiko feel like the one that you used to get at Radio Shack, where it just plugged directly in the wall, and then it just got. It's ridiculous.
It's not like mine at all, but
yeah.
Okay, Very good then. Now we're getting a little more spicy.
Yes.
Things are getting a little more rare, expensive.
That was the model TNT 2000S.
I should look into why it's doing that now.
You should. There will also, again, there will be links.
Yes, there will be links. All right. $283. Getting up there. Rev D RDX Drifter Kit.
Drifters.
Yeah.
Fine.
They're the best.
I did see a lot of comments. People liking that thing.
People call it the plastic fantastic because it's all plastic. Even the links are fixed length, but it's because they made them the right length, so you don't have to adjust them.
Yeah, they're he can't screw it up.
Love it. Matt can't screw this one up.
What's wrong with Grandpa's Weller? Let me tell you, if you learned on one like that, and then you go to something like this, you'll be like, "Oh, I wasn't soldering before. I was just burning my
melting.
I was just making things getting hot for way too long."
Well, not everyone can love drift cars, I guess.
We won't talk about 124 scale.
All right. Crystal shift knob. Yeah. Love it.
Okay. You're next, I believe.
Okay. I just did the Rev D. No, I just went.
I'm up. It's number 6, right? Number 6.
Sure.
Jumping up pretty quickly again.
Oh boy.
Currently available for $3.99 though. BS4104 dice.
Oh, that's funny. Guess what I have on the list?
What number?
It would be immediately following the Rev D.
Okay. Good. So we're close.
4 dice RTR. Great value. Will definitely go 20 kilometers on its first run.
Or super hard
better.
trails.
Hey, look, I didn't show you any hard stuff because I was driving it and running.
Yeah, I don't get the running part.
Yeah.
So, well, so did I steal yours? So am I up again? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go again.
Number 5, 429 VRD stance.
You mean the VRD carbon?
Yes, VRD carbon.
VRD carbon kit. 429.
I had
what I have
body below. VRD carbon. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I have also right here on my next one. So you can go again as well.
God. Okay, this one I'm positive you do not have.
We'll see.
Number 4 from Vevor, VEVOR.
Are they a subsidiary of Glow Geek?
A 7x12 mini lathe.
No, I do not have that on my list.
Listen,
oddly.
A benchtop lathe is so powerful for our cars making is the company right now. That is my last. I'm just saying. Yes. Anyway, a little mini lathe, having one at home, you will absolutely love it. And that is available for $4.99.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Like Ben just said, a link threading machine. Absolutely. Turn down shafts, make some collars, spacers. I use my little lathe all the time.
Okay. Cool.
That was at $4.99 for number 4. I have 3 left.
All right. For $4.99, I've got the Axial Jeep CJ. How appropriate.
That was my number 3.
Oh, well, that means I'm going higher.
So, what is your number 2 then, since we share the number 3 spot?
My number 2 is the Traxxas Raptor R.
What's the price of that?
It's $529.
Oh, dang it. Okay. My number 2 at $549.
Oh.
Red Cat Hauler.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
The thing
Good
is
choice.
Useless, but so freaking cool. I don't know why it's so cool.
It is pretty useless, but I had a really fun time making it.
Making it cool. Yeah.
Yeah, making it cooler.
Mine's going to Moose Jaw. It's getting to Moose Jaw.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
This comment made me chuckle.
This one,
Nicole is still watching.
Listen, Stabby Josh, you don't need nearly that much.
All right. Well, I guess we're down to our final thing.
Yep.
And who's going first here?
You are.
I am.
What's your number 1?
Stand by. I just need to get a price.
If we tie on this, if the item is the same, I have an alternate item.
Okay.
So we won't double up.
I don't know what the. Oh, hang on. I can show a different price here. Okay, here we go. Okay, my number 1, Bamboo X1 Carbon. For $14.49.
Matt wins the high price.
Yay!
I had 2.
Shut up for a second. Let me talk about how great this printer is, because it's amazing.
Okay. I will absolutely allow this and join in.
The X1 Carbon with the AMS system, I should clarify. You do need to get that.
As you can tell,
a world of difference. It's a fantastic printer, prints at super great quality and very quickly, and it's just it's changed everything in here.
Yeah, that's it. Really is pretty freaking amazing. There's software, just being able to print from anywhere, monitor from any.
Yeah, I remember I messaged you like the other day. I was like, I'm at work on my laptop, and I loaded up a file and printed it.
Yeah, it's the convenience factor. The app on the phone that tells you like, hey, it stopped. There was a fault on the first layer. Like, oh,
I better go downstairs.
Yep. I gotta go check that. So, yeah, it's absolutely. My number 1 was the Losi Pro Moto.
Oh yeah,
$549.
Good price.
It really is.
That thing is really awesome. I should get it back from K-pop and maybe drive it before it's.
I'm still parking lot bashing mine, but it just makes you smile every time you get to rip wheelies or back it into a turn, like hitting the brake and then coming out. Oh, it's so cool.
It is really, really cool.
But I did have an alternate for my number 1 in case you picked a Pro Moto.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Viper chair, shop chair. $5.95.
We're already asking about
that.
Yeah. Josh's number 1 would be a chair. That's what they said. A Viper.
It is. I think I could have both of my number 1 items and be cheaper than Matt.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have a 3D printer. So
you would not have a 3D printer. I agree. But
yeah. This one's awesome too. Way to go, Spasix.
Moose Jaw, VP Boss Josh. What is it you say you do here? Except that the reel that I posted the one time when we were driving out there was Jim sitting there trying to shoot it with the Orbeez gun.
Oh my god. Well, that's good lists, I would say. Those are good lists.
Good lists, 100%.
Yep.
We do have some people to thank before the end of this. No F1 talk for the next 3 months, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what? That's nice. It's going to be a bit of a break. Oh, let's check the poll here. You guys are all wrong.
Yeah, 81% over here.
Yeah,
thought
78% thought you were going to have the most expensive item.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know why you would think that I would overspend on something, but it's just sad. Some people just,
you know. It's like People only think that you do something because you're getting paid. And that's just really sad. Oh my gosh. So great.
So
good. All right.
Thank you, people. First of all, thank you, Scale Crawler Fab Shop, Phoenix RC Crawler, You're Done RC, Jeremy Burris. Not to be confused with the other.
Jeremy Hilburn.
Wreck-It Ralph, East Bay Crawlers, Jeremiah Salberg, Poor Man John Doe, Safety Third RC, TRD Adventures, Perry G, Dan P, ADK RC Crawler, Tom Beck, Moose Jaw RC Body Shop. Thank you, gents.
All right. David Ferris, Moose Jaw RC, Gunner, My Meat Belongs in Your Mouth, Nissen, Kevin Ensley, Luke Booker, Randall, definitely not a fake account, High Society Hobbies, Thomas Bialzik, Perry G, Thomas Bialzik, Pilot Ryan Media, Safety Third RC, Roy Fokker, Chris Little, Mighty Mouse, Turbo Row, Safety Third RC, Scalar Fab, Thomas Bialzik, Jeff 13 Brew, KC Crawler, Thomas Bialzik, and Joe Zaniga. Thank you, everyone.
Much appreciated all. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks very much, everyone. Love you. Bye.